Hey everyone, I'm Jack Ferdman, and this is Rewatching Oscars Movie Minute. It's Wild Wednesday, and today's film is the action-adventure from 1950, King Solomon's Mines. One Oscar-nominated film, let's go. Now, King Solomon's Mines was directed by Compton, Bennett, and Andrew Marton, and stars Stewart Granger, Deborah Kerr, and Richard Carlson. Now, King Solomon's Mines is one of those classic Hollywood adventure films that feels like it exists just as much to show you the world as it does to tell a story. And honestly, that's both its greatest strength and its biggest weakness. Now, the film follows Allan Quatermain, a rugged hunter hired by Elizabeth Curtis to guide her across Africa in search of her missing husband. What begins as a rescue mission quickly turns into a dangerous expedition filled with wild animals, hostile terrain, and the legendary treasure of King Solomon. Now, let's start with what works, because there's a lot to like in this film. It's a visual feast. MGM clearly leaned heavily into its Technicolor production, and wow, the cinematography absolutely delivers. Shot on location in Uganda, Kenya, and the Belgian Congo, the film offers audiences something truly extraordinary for 1950. Remember, there was no internet, no easy access to global imagery, so seeing these landscapes on the big screen must have been really breathtaking, and even today, it does still impress. But here's the thing. The story itself, it's fine. It definitely has its fun moments, and there are sequences that really do stand out, like the stampede scene is thrilling, and that final Watusi dance near the end is just fantastic, full of energy and spectacle. But those moments are scattered. The film doesn't quite hold together structurally, and that's largely because it takes significant liberties with the original H. Rider Haggard novel. Now, the performances are solid, but no one truly takes command. Deborah Kerr, who's usually so captivating, feels a bit restrained here, while Stewart Granger does respectable work as Quatermain. It's really not their fault. The material just doesn't give them enough to really shine. And when you compare it to the 1937 version, directed by Robert Stevenson, yes, even in black and white, that earlier film actually feels more complete and satisfying. So, where does that leave us here? King Solomon's Mines is an entertaining ride, but it's also a bit hollow. It does look incredible, it has flashes of excitement, but emotionally and narratively, it never quite gets there. It's a beautiful adventure, but not a deeply fulfilling one. So I'm giving King Solomon's Mines a C+. Now, King Solomon's Mines was nominated for 3 Academy Awards, yes, including the big one, Best Picture, and it won 2 Oscars for Best Cinematography and for Best Film Editing. Join me again tomorrow for another Oscar-nominated film right here on Rewatching Oscars Movie Minute. Because if the Academy took notice, it's worth a rewatch.